I gotta tell you, the one thing that really has kept me from doing the things that I want in life are excuses. Excuses. And why do I make these excuses? Probably because of imposter syndrome. For some reason, we all don't have the same level of confidence in ourselves, right? Maybe it's how we grew up. Maybe it's how our parents raised us. Maybe they were more strict with us. Maybe they told us we couldn't do this and we couldn't do that. And the truth is, we were always capable. We were all born into the same world with the same God or the same universe. And we literally don't have to be rocket scientists to be millionaires. I mean, that's just the truth. So we get this imposter syndrome that, oh well, they can have it, but when I start doing good, I really can't have this, so I back away and I stop doing what I'm supposed to be doing because I really don't believe that I should or can have it. And this is something that would affect me in relationships, in my career. For the longest time, when I was at my company, I would believe that I could do something and I would think, oh, well, I can do that better than that person. But then, the opportunity would arise and I wouldn't put myself forward. Eventually, at one point, I applied to be a manager, and I knew some people were like, yeah, we need you to do this. You're the only person who has the capability of doing this. But I knew there was people there who didn't like me, and I did apply for the job, but I allowed myself to literally start crying during an interview. And these are all people that I know. So, of course, I didn't get that job. But eventually I did become management. But I spent years in lead positions, years in positions that were below that, simply because I felt like an imposter. Or I felt like I would be an imposter if I tried to be like them. What is different about these people than me? Probably I care a lot more. Probably I pay more attention to detail. I would be better at the job than some of these people. Let's just be honest, right? Not everybody. There's a lot of good managers for the company that I've worked for. But the point is that we allow ourselves to hold back and not become the people that we were always meant to be or that we always had the ability to become because we're so stuck on who we were in the past, right? Which could have been like we were poor. We grew up poor. Our parents didn't have money. They didn't believe in themselves. They always thought, hey, maybe they were single parents and they were always thought, okay, well, single parents don't make enough money. They can't take care of their kids on their own. But that's not true anymore, is it? Single moms can make tons of money. I literally started this whole program because of a single parent, because I literally learned I could have been making the kind of money that she's making as a single parent years ago when I was raising my two kids. And I watch her and I'm like, wow, I'm so proud of you. You're like the old me. But she's not an imposter. She's taken off and she's taking care of her daughter and herself. And all I feel now is the desire to overcome the obstacles that I put in my own way. These are not obstacles that the world puts in our way, usually. That's really not why we don't succeed, because there's always a way that we can bypass those obstacles, right? There's always a way that we can get around them. If we're really truly motivated, there's always a way. But here's the thing. We let how much money's in our bank account today, we let people, on the internet or people that we know tell us, okay, this isn't possible, this is a scam, this is not true, without actually diving into something and looking at it for ourselves and being like, okay, if that person over there did this, why can't I also do this? Why can't I also figure this out and do it as well? But we allow the negativity of the world, the negativity of the people around us, to make us feel like imposters. But I'm here to tell you today, you're not an imposter, okay? You are no different than somebody else who's done the exact same thing that you want to do. What I choose to do is to follow what they did, okay? If they did it and they had a method to how they did it and it worked, why wouldn't I just copy and paste that method, right? Why wouldn't I just at least get some inspiration from other people who have done this before, right? Nobody started out great, okay? I mean, maybe princes and princesses, but even they, have something to live up to. But nobody starts out great. Everybody starts out at the bottom and then moves up to the top. Everybody has to get there somewhere. Some people cheat and lie to get there, and some people find out the methods that they need to work in order to get there. And when I tell you, you've got systems in place to help you, you've got systems in place with this program that are going to walk you through every single thing. You don't have to cheat and lie about anything. All you have to do is put some time aside and dedicate yourself to what it is you're trying to accomplish. And sometimes the time that you're putting aside is time when the rest of the family may still be in bed on a Saturday morning, like hence me being outside today. People still being in bed, the time that your friends would be at the club or going out. I mean, is the club still a thing today? I really just don't even know. You could maybe, take the time that you would be on Netflix or scrolling Facebook and do that. You could take a few minutes on your break. Shoot, you could literally, if you're on a road trip with your girls or a road trip with your spouse or partner, you could be watching the videos in the car. But when I tell you everything is hands-on, so you've got the whole entire method right there with you, so you can learn it while you're literally watching the videos. You can actually be doing the hands-on learning. There's no reason not to just get started, is there? Because there's 28 modules, okay? 28 modules in this program. And with those 28 modules, each one's going to teach you a new skill, okay? Or something about one of the skills. And each skill that you learn is going to be something that you can use, okay? Something that you can use to expand your knowledge in this realm, okay? So while you're doing each module and you're doing everything hands-on, then the next thing is going to come up for you to learn, and you can put those 2 and 2 together. Then it'll be 2 and 3, and then it'll be like, you'll be up to 28, and you'll have everything together. Certain things you may already know from the program. To me, like, most of it was brand new to me. And when I tell you that I would have paid $100 to learn each of those things, at the very least, I would have paid that. It's mind-blowing, the things that I've learned. And there's certain aspects of that program that I'm just like so excited about expanding my knowledge in. I love playing in the systems and love learning how to use them. But you'll see, like, there are things that you're going to learn that you're going to want to just like grab that and take that and run. And sometimes that's okay. It really is okay. But there are so many things that I had questions about that I thought there was no support for. And then I realized there's a whole entire community of people who've done this course before. There are coaching calls that are included. No matter how many people take the program, there's that community, and then there's the coaching calls, and then on top of it, there are testimonials in it. So you can actually go in there and you can see what everybody else has been able to do with their program. So again, none of those people started out at the top. None of the people who've taken the course knew necessarily what they were doing. Some people were, business people who didn't know how to use the internet for their benefit. And then voila, this is like $1 million in knowledge that these people can expand their business and become like a whole new company, because now they understand how to use the internet and how to market themselves and how to create even digital products for their business. So stop feeling like an imposter. Stop feeling like you can't do it. We all have to start somewhere. And today is your somewhere. Get in there. Get started. Shoot, I'll tell you how I did it. I actually went in and I looked at the modules. I'm like, okay, what's most interesting to me right now? And I would click on that first. Now, I would definitely suggest starting from the first module, the introduction, all of that. But I was just curious. Like, that's just me. I'm just curious. And I'm that person that I want to get to the end as quick as possible. But when I realized I needed to know, the chapter before first or the module before first, I would go back and I'd start over. So I did actually start over. But some of the things I wanted to know, I learned that stuff very quickly first. So stop feeling like an imposter. Stop feeling like you're any different than anybody else. You're absolutely not. You are going to start somewhere, and it's up to you where you go from there. Okay, you've got this. You're a millionaire. Okay, you make the money that you need to make to quit your 9 to 5. You make the money that you need to make to leave that horrible job that you hate so much. So you don't have to sit in traffic every single day. You're going to get to spend time with your family. You're going to get to spend time with your friends. You're going to get to spend time with your partner. You're going to get to travel. You're going to get to do whatever you want on your time. You know why? Because you're not an imposter. This is who you are. You are a millionaire. You are wealthy, and you are the person who is going to succeed at this. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the haters. You got this, and I want to hear down below exactly how you do it. So when you're done, you come back to this video when you start making money and you tell me exactly how you did it. I want to hear from you. All right, guys, you have a great weekend. Bye.